Welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to build upon what we learned in the previous video, and we are going to make our frames interactable. So basically what we want is we want our users to be able to play with our frames with our animations. So what we are going to do is we are first going to create a door here. Yeah. And this is the doorknob here. I am drawing using a mouse, so the drawing may not be good, but it should be adequate for demonstration purposes. And then this is the door of the house. We are going to create this rectangle here, and let's just assume it's a room. So what we want to happen is whenever you click on this doorknob or whenever you open this doorknob, you should be automatically let into this room. But what happens by default is when you play this, as you can see, it plays continuously from one frame to another. That is the default behavior of Wick editor. So for this, what we are going to do is click on this frame, and then as you can see here we have a section known as scripts. So scripts are nothing but what your elements or what your frame should do. So there is a default script. What happens default, as you can see, it's empty here, meaning it will just move on to the next frame without doing anything. Or else you can add your own scripts here, right? Based on different parameters, which we will cover in a while. So what we are going to do is we don't want our animation to play directly. We first want our animation to be stopped and wait for user input. If the user clicks on this knob, only then we want to move to this another room. So what we are going to do is first of all click on the default script and we are going to go to timeline and we are going to click on stop. So all this code is basically in JavaScript. You don't need to know JavaScript for this. And then we are going to close it. So if we play this video, nothing will happen because we have set the default behavior of this frame to stop. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take a cursor tool. We are going to highlight this doorknob and we are going to create, as you can see, it has been highlighted, the edges have been detected properly, and we are going to create it as a button. So now it has become a clickable button, which was previously just a drawing, has now become into a clickable button, right? So what we are going to do is here we have a by default mouse click event. So inside we will go to the timeline option and then go to and stop, and then we are going to use the second frame here. So let me first explain you what I did here. So mouse click event is nothing but what will happen if you click on this button, right? So what we want our program to do, it will go to the second frame and stop. That's what it does. So let us try this out. So as you can see, notice the cursor here. It's the default Windows cursor, and whenever I hover it over this doorknob, it automatically changes to this finger pointer. So it basically means it's an interactable object. I will click on this, and as you can see, now we are inside this room. So we have basically made our objects, our frames, interactable. Now we are not done here for this lesson. What we can also do is, suppose you need to exit out of this room, you need to go to the main door. So we will create another button here. You don't need to draw anything for a button. This can also be a button, or this letter can also be a button, but I'm just showing you for the demonstrating purpose here. So let's write exit here, EXIT. Now we are going to select this, and then we are going to, as you can see here, only the places where we have written something has been highlighted. So this white spaces won't be a button. Wherever this things have been written, only that will be considered as a button. We are going to click on make button. We are going to click on mouse click under the script section, and then we are going to go to timeline, go to and stop, and instead of 1, here we are going to use the default value of 1 because we are in the second frame and we want to go to the first frame. Now let's test this out. Click on this, we will go to this, and And as you can see, whenever I hover over the white section, if I click, nothing is happening. But as soon as I go to this return section and click on it, we are back to the main door. And there is another thing left to demonstrate here. Suppose you have many frames, hundreds, 200s of frame, you have many layers here, layers upon layers. What are you going to do then? It won't be feasible to just use the number here, because it could be the frame number 2 could be belonging to layer 2 or layer 3. How are you going to distinguish it? So what we can do is we can name each and every frame here. So let's name this frame as room, and then we will go to our first frame. We are going to our button here, mouse click, and here as we can see we are going to the second frame here. Now instead of this, what we can do is we can use quotes and type in room here. This is the same as going to the second frame, because now we have named our second frame as room. So now we are going to play it. As you can see, we have gone to the second frame that is named as room. So this is very beneficial when you have a very huge timeline with multiple layers. So that was it for this video, and thanks for watching.